Hello everybody, Rombo here, and if you are watching this video, that means somehow you survived the day, and there's more important things like family and life and everything else. But yeah, it was a rough one for a lot of us today. Um, and with that said, we'll be okay. Let's just get into it and away we go. AAPT down 14%. We were above the downtrend line. Now we're below it again, but we did stay above the support level here at -1 deviation. That's a good sign. So again, we'll just wait and see what happens the next couple days. If we could stay above the support, that would be a good thing. So AAPT is okay right now. Next is AFR. Well, that's a firm. That's my watch list. Sorry, a firm. Not doing too good, but it might have been a really good time to get in down here at 49. You're definitely in the smart money down here. But enough of that. AXXA. Again, we're just curling and we're hitting that support and we're staying there. So overall, what did we do today on a firm that was negative just 1.3? So that's a really good sign for AXXA. We're still a little bit above the average price, and for it to hold up there, that's pretty impressive. That's good. CYBL, we came back down the Andrew's pitchfork here. We did bounce off the money line though. I call it the money line. It's the anchored VWAP that goes off the candle on the chart with the highest amount of volume, which is right here. So that's a good sign. So let's calm down. We're still in the support area right here. So it took it on the chin after having a really bad month, but we're still in survival mode. But we might be seeing light at the end of the tunnel here if we could start to consolidate. We're right on the edge of the downward trend line on the pitchfork. So we did break support right here, which isn't good. We could come down below here, down to 0.0128, but we'll wait and see. If it consolidates here, that'd be a good sign. Maybe we could recapture the support line and then move on from there. Next we have someone asked me about DPLS. So I'll do a quick one on DPLS here. DPLS, we're just consolidating, trying to get through that downward trend line, breaking that. We're at -1.5 deviation. So, and over here we have support right where we're at. This dotted yellow line is the price line, and we're right here. So that might be something good to look at also. We're what 0.0397, so we'll see what happens with DPLS coming up. Next we have is I'm gonna put that up there. FERN took it on the chin today, negative 20%. We did bounce off of funny, it's like I know it's going to happen. The support line right here at 0.015. We're at 169 right now, so we had a little bit of a bounce. This is the low of the day VWAP from the lowest point of the chart. So we stayed above that. We bounced off it, so that might have been, if any of you guys got in here, that might have been a good time to get into FERN. Even though we are moving away from the downward trend line, I personally think that will probably be consolidating here from FERN. But again, don't trust me. I'm just an old man in a dark room upstairs looking at 3 monitors. So, if it breaks through, we could go down to the -2 deviation line area, definitely. But I honestly, and I don't see it jumping up really quick. But I like to probably see a little slow consolidation, maybe working its way back down to 0.0155 and then breaking out. So that's what I have for FERN. Um, Next, HDUP. There we go. Um, I was afraid of this being a bull trap here, and we had a big negative day today. We finished in between the 1.5 and the 2 deviation. I would not be surprised if this comes back down to 0.0857. Maybe down to the first deviation, 0.0695 area. I pleaded with you guys to have, if you were in it, or especially if you just got in an intraday trading, to have really tight stop losses on moves like this, because fast up, fast down. You want to, if you're not in it, I wait for consolidation. So here, fast up, fast down, consolidate, fast up, fast down, consolidation. So you'll want to see consolidation build up some kind of a base. Um, so that's what I have for HDUP. Um, well, someone asked about ICOA. I'll throw in ICOA again. This did follow a pattern. It's not the best pattern. It looks like it just broke the -1 deviation. We have some support horizontally wise around 0.0049, so we can see what's going to happen with that one about right here. I would suspect it might try to come back down, or it might try to recapture the support at around 0.0063, and then maybe make a move to the upward side. But there is a bullish pattern on this, but it's kind of going sideways. If it keeps going sideways, this is going to be broken. The kind of good / bad news is, if you want a really nice bullish pattern, you want it to come down here, but that's just not going to happen. We'd be below 0, so that's why I expect just kind of a consolidation. As long as we stay above the -1 deviation, I think that's a good sign for ICOA. And then we have ILST. ILST taking on the chin. We're still going down this downward trend line, but we did have a really good ghost wick there, and we finished above the support. That's a good sign. Consolidating toward the secondary downtrend line here. So again, the great 45-degree angle going up. So just a temporary glitch, I think, with ILST. I might get concerned if it starts getting down to the below the support right here at 0.0093. But we did go above the second deviation here, and we bounced off the -1. So I wouldn't be surprised if it maybe got down here before making a breakup. But the way it looks like is consolidating. Hopefully, we'll break this downward trend tomorrow, or at least on Wednesday, and then make an attack toward the primary downward trend line on ILST. ILUS. ILUS. Guys, on the thread, here we are. We're going to the moon. Look at this. And I was like, well, maybe scalp it, because it's going to get iffy around this downward trend line. And sure enough, not only straddled it, it's trying to go back to straddle the secondary downtrend line. I don't expect that to happen. We might maybe have a little 45-degree angle down toward the primary support again, and then make that break of that primary downward resistance line here. So that's what I'm looking at. Or we could recapture this right here, consolidate, and then maybe have a big day and break through. So I just see a lot of these stocks, if you notice, the patterns are pretty closely the same. They're coming down, they're consolidating toward the trend line, maybe come down a little bit more, then up, then down again. And I just see, the pattern here. You guys don't lose hope. The market's red and everything. Like I said, the OTCs, they have that big burst in February, but like what I also said, it might not be that 400 to 1,000% that we're used to. It just might be 100% or something like that. I'm sure there's going to be one or two that are still going to, it's still the market and it's unpredictable. You'll see one that will come out of nowhere, to explode. You just hope that one that comes out of nowhere is one that you have. So, and so with ILUS, though, I see this just getting ready for a good pop. So not too worried about ILUS. JPEX. I did not see JPEX today, so I don't know. I'd imagine, well, only down 2.3%. Impressive. It did finish below the support, though. So we could see, well, it had a heck of a ghost wick down to the negative 0.5 deviation and working its way back up. Overall, we're right on top of the downward trend line, so I don't know if we're going to start straddling and maybe work our way back down to the negative 1 deviation, or if we could recapture that support at 0.315. Then maybe we could start working our way up again here. But again, it's a great chart with JPEX. So good things will be coming out of JPEX, I believe. So next, MJWL. Well, I was all excited because it's along the lines of this pattern so nicely. And it broke the harmonic optimum price here. So that's a little scary. We got to start looking horizontal here because there's no negative 2 deviation on the chart that it's gotten down to. So we're looking at, we have support right here at 0.308. And so that's pretty much, let's see, where are we at here off of 0.34. So we're getting close down to getting to that support area here. And, really not including the wick, there was a gap here and it looks like, they fill it. And then maybe we'll see a big pop up with MJWL. That's why I put it back on the list, because I really do like this pattern here. Doesn't mean that it's going to happen, but it definitely can. So that's what I have for MJWL. PUGE down 5.3%. Not bad considering the way things have been going with the OTC. And we've been consolidating since the middle of December. So good sign of strength that we're just cruising along here. We got a gap to fill here. So if you don't include those little wicks, so we'll see what happens with PUGE. Just patience, guys. As long as we stay above 0.037, finish. Now, if you notice, we got way down there a couple times, but I'm looking at the bodies. As long as we finish above that and work our way towards this downward trend line and break it, I think that's a good place to be for PUGE. And VRAR. This one I talked about, and I got in it. I waited for the dip, and I was busy with the big day trade today that I ended up getting caught in consolidation, so I had to wait and scalp, any kind of big move, which I got. So it was patience and it paid off. But in the meantime, you're worried about making some pennies and you missed out on dollars. I was wanting to watch this all day long, and there's a lesson, guys. If you've been patiently waiting for this chart, you've been hounding that thing for a week, 2 weeks, and like I said before, you make your plays, you start watching them on the 5-day, 15-minute chart, and you're like, okay, not yet. No, we're going down. We're going down. You know, and you're timing it to where, okay, right here, today's the day when I want to get in. Okay, well, then you don't make the trade on, you know, the daily chart. Let's use the daily chart. So we're on the daily chart. Um, you know, you wanted to get in right here, you know, off this candle here after it broke this candle. Um, so you're like, okay, I'm getting in today. Well, then that's when you start breaking down, going to the 5-day, 15-minute mark to see, okay, when, you know, when's a good time. Yeah, I think today's a good time. And then, well, you're not going to get in now. See, the thing is, you zero things down into a specific point in time, and then that's how you get the best price at the best time. Okay, so you look at things for a long time, you zero things down, then you look at the daily chart because you made the decision to get in on that day, and then you wait and you see this big dip right here, and then you start seeing it make a higher high and higher low. Boom, you get in right there. And that's what I should have done. But I get all, you know, what's that, and up, you know, the dog, oh, squirrel, you know. Well, just maybe a lesson for newer traders and experienced traders that are dumb and forget the rules. Um, put away your scanner. You know, your explosion scanner, your gap up scanner, whatever. Um, be focused. You have a plan. You want to plan your trade. Trade your plan. Your plan was VRAR. Today I'm going to get in. You watch VRAR. All right, and you watch it. Yep, it might take you 4 hours of your time, but that 4 hours, instead of chasing after a squirrel to make $200, you missed out on an excellent entry right here. And the difference for me from here to here was around $500. So, yep, I made $300 today on a trade, but I ended up missing out on 500. I've been in way lower on this, which will end up costing me in the long run if I'm in this for a long amount of time. So, just a lesson learned, guys. That's a rule for me, and I think it will pay off for you too. Is don't get enamored with what everything's go. Oh, this has gone up 200%, and you're still looking at it. It's too late, you know. And then next, oh yeah, what about this trade, you know? And so lesson learned with that, guys. Did I go over? Yeah, I did. So that's all I have, guys. So just keep a stiff upper chin. Have stop losses in reasonable places, and don't get upset if you get stopped out. Just learn from it, take it, and move on. You have your 84% rule. You know, you got your stop loss was, you know, right here. You get stopped out. Well, then you wait until it comes up to your entry point again and get back in it. 84% of the time, you will hit your target. As long, granted, that you are your entry point was at a good entry point, not at a silly one. So that's it today. Just kind of going over the stocks, a couple lessons here and there, and that's all I have for you. I hope you guys did all right today. Hopefully you scalped a little bit and made some money. Maybe start thinking. Yeah, there's another thing. Red days, guys. I hear so many people around. What's a good position to get in, to go long? And I'm like, don't fight the market. Go with the market. If the market's red, and I'm not talking about just for the day, but even for the day, if it's the SPY is tanking. But if overall that the SPY has just been going down week after week, we're in a bearish market. Then you go with the market. That's the right side of the market. The bear side isn't the right side. The bull side isn't the right side. The right side is the side of the trend. So if everything's starting to go down, I know is foreign to most people. You know, we think buy low and then we sell high instead of selling high and then buying low. Doesn't make sense, but that's is called puts. It's called going short, and that's how you make money in a market that's going down. If you don't know how to do that, don't do it. Learn how to do it. Watch how to do it. It's just basically taking your chart and flipping it upside down, and then look at the chart and you buy low and you sell high if that's the way you want to think about it. But um, just learn how to do it. Do practice trades, and in Thinkorswim you could go up here and you could go on demand, and it will be real time, and you can make trades. You can do options, and learn how to do puts. Like right here, if I know it's going to break this average, the average line here, and it busts through, and then it comes back, tries to recapture that, and starts going down again, I know it's going to fail, so I buy or I sell right here, and then I would probably buy right here. Okay. Or if I was aggressive, I'd go through this bounce. Say if I didn't get stopped out, say my stop was here, I got close, but I stayed in it, and then boom. And then I buy right here. That's just, you make the same amount of money as buying here and selling here. Okay, it's just the other way around. I know that's confusing for a lot of people, but that go with the market, guys. Don't fight the big boys. So that's it. And you guys take care. And if you like this video, please subscribe. I think I got all fancy. I hope. I'm going to look and see if there's well, maybe it's that way. Little subscribe window down there. And like, subscribe, and join Moon Market Discord. We'd love to see you. We had a blast Saturday in our little discussion that we had with Moon Market, and we're going to be doing that again. And it was a fun time, and we're a family, and it's fun. So if you never thought of it, go ahead and give it a try. It's only $5 a month, and you can get in and talk to me in the stream and ask questions and go from there. Okay, I rambled enough. Oh my goodness, I can't believe that. You guys take care. Good night.